and welcome to week 8 of my Pregnancy Fitness Video Diaries. Today I'm going to be going through some stretches with you, some upper body and some lower body ones. These are ones that I really enjoy and help me feel nice and stretched out when I get a tight back or tight hips. And again, these are really nice even if you're not pregnant, but when your boobs get heavier and your belly gets heavier and things, there is increased tension at different points in your body. So these are the ones that I find really yummy to do. So first of all, sitting with the soles of your feet together, just allow your knees to drop out to the side. That can be tricky if you're quite tight in the hips, so you might want to support yourself from the back, but really opening your chest, and you might want to just lift your head a little bit and just breathe deeply into this pose. And as with all the poses, you want to stay there for as long as you wish, as long as your body says this is great, leave me here. With this one, you're really opening the inner thighs, and that's going to be really important for childbirth, for delivery, to loosen up around here. So try that one. Another one I really like is to sit cross-legged, or maybe in half lotus pose or full lotus pose, if you know that from yoga practice. Placing one hand to the side and just reaching over with the other. And allowing gravity to just let your arm flop over the top of your head there and lean slightly into the side hand. Looking wherever is comfortable on your neck and maybe closing your eyes. And you should feel this really nicely along the hip, along your ribs. But lifting out of the hip is where I feel it most right now, and it's really lovely. So inhale, come back up to centre, place the other hand. Exhale over to the other side. And relax the shoulder. Again, it's just around here, kind of where the love handles are, where I feel that stretch the most, and it's really nice. So slowly coming up. Gentle neck stretches to do. You can place your hand just on the side of your head, and not really pulling, but allowing the weight of your hand to stretch out your neck. So getting a nice gentle stretch across here. Another one which I slightly prefer is to place your hand on the back of the neck, back of the head, looking down towards your hip. And that really stretches out the back nicely for me. And you can do that on the other side, gently placing your hands on the back of your neck, and just, again, not pulling, but allowing the weight of your hands to draw out the muscles of your neck, I find really nice. But be ever so gentle with these. The neck is quite a fragile spot, so make sure you're not putting any force in. So moving on to further down the spine now, we'll do a cat-cow stretch. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and you'll arch. Exhale as you arch. Tuck in the pelvis under. Then in the head drop, and inhale as you drop, but you don't want to drop your belly too much here. Coming more to a flat back when you're pregnant, because you don't want to accentuate the belly dropping as you'll get heavier and put pressure on the lower back. So exhale strongly. Inhale. Flat back. Synchronise the movement with your breath. So and see how that feels for you. You should feel a nice stretch across your back, across your lats, behind your shoulder blades, as well as maybe a slight drawing in at your belly. Downward dog is a really nice stretch, so pressing up into the pose. Doesn't matter if your heels touch the floor or not, doesn't matter if you need to bend your knees or not. This is a lovely stretch for the back of the legs, the spine, and just let your head hang loose. If that's not very relaxing for you, another one which I love doing, and every client loves doing, is hands on the sofa or a surface at that height. You can do it standing up as well, maybe hands on a mantelpiece or the banister, and sticking your bottom out, letting your chest drop towards the floor, and just lengthening there. Try this one out, it's super, super nice. And then one which I'll finish off with is using a chair. Excuse me. Or you can do it sitting on a sofa. Oh, my head's chopped off. You can do it sitting on a sofa. Place your foot onto your knee and sit up really tall with that. Yeah, I'm going to chop my head off, okay. Let the knee fall out to the side. Flex this foot and then slightly lean forwards if you can. It might be plenty enough for you to stay sitting upright with the spine really straight, but leaning slightly forwards into this. And you should feel it across the outer thigh and really across your bottom. And just breathing into that. And if you release further, as the breath and relaxation allows, then go for it. But not forcing, just being really mindful of where your limits are. I'll show you a side-on view in a moment so you can see what I'm doing. Very slowly coming up, because that can be quite an intense stretch. Again, really good for the bottom, really good for widening your legs for childbirth and things. So a side-on view. Foot onto knee. Sitting up really tall with the help of those hands. Hinging here at the hips to lean forwards and let this knee drop out to the side. And it's similar to stretches you can do on the ground, but I find the leverage and the ease and comfort in this position is much better for me. And I can feel it right across here. And every so often you might want to come up and lengthen the spine and tip a little bit further, hinging from the hips, so remembering not to curl over too much like that, because that takes it out of this area. And slowly coming up. And then that's your stretches done. So I've done some upper body, some lower body. I will cover some more in a few weeks' time. If there's any particular areas which are tight for you and you'd like me to give you some stretches for that, then let me know. But otherwise, I hope you enjoyed them, and hope to see you via video next week. Thanks very much. See ya.